In today's video, I'm going to show you every single way to prevent your PS5 from overheating when playing PS5 games. Now, the PlayStation 5 overheating problem has once again become a pretty hot topic with the recent release of games like Final Fantasy 16 and Diablo 4. But the issue is that many players are noticing that along with these true next-gen performance-intensive games, that some PS5s are either randomly shutting down or overheating, especially when gaming for an extended period of time. So after doing a decent amount of research, I've come up with 5 very specific things that you can do to minimize this issue and hopefully prevent it from happening in the future. Now, number 1 is making sure that your PS5 is in a well-ventilated area with a decent amount of space from anything that would prevent the internal cooling systems from working properly. Personally, I recommend an open desk setup and avoiding things like media cabinets, which tend to collect dust and offer little to no ventilation. Coming in at number 2, I actually recommend you try placing your PS5 horizontally instead of vertically. Now, for many users that do experience their PS5 overheating, simply placing the system horizontally has been known to help in certain instances. But the next thing you should do at least once a month is properly cleaning your PS5 cooling fan. However, there's actually one very specific place you need to double check, and that is the PS5's power supply. You can do this by first removing the cooling fan and shining a flashlight down into the system until you see the honeycomb-shaped vent. Now, here's what happens to this specific area when you don't properly clean your PS5. You can see that this power supply vent is completely covered in dust, which means a much higher chance of your PS5 overheating. Now, unfortunately, the only way to clean the system power supply is by completely taking the system apart, which I will be doing step by step in a future video. But the best way you can prevent this from even happening in the first place is by just simply taking the time to properly clean the system at least once per month. Now, up next at number 4 is to try setting your PS5 to performance mode. You can do this by first going into your system settings, then selecting save data and game app settings, then go to presets and choose performance mode instead of resolution mode. And last but not least, the final thing you can do is to try clearing the old PS5 system cache files, followed by rebuilding the system database. You can do this by first putting your PS5 into safe mode by holding down the power button until it beeps twice, then select the clear system cache option and follow up by rebuilding the system database. And that's it. Now you know the 5 things that I recommend you do to help prevent your PS5 from overheating. Hopefully you found this video useful, and if you did, make sure to leave a like rating, subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell for post notifications. I'll see you guys.